Hi, my sweet friends, and thank you so much for tuning in my channel today. And if you're new, thank you so much for stopping by. In today's video, I am going to be doing some spring decorating in my living room, and we're going to be decorating my fireplace mantle and my hearth. I can't wait to show you how everything turns out. So let's jump right into this video. This is the wreath that I'm going to be upscaling. It is just a simple green wreath that I've used throughout the seasons through my home, and it has eucalyptus and other greenery. It has a little bitty white pit berries here and there, but I have decorated with this using it just like it is. So I'm just going to upcycle it a little bit, and I'm going to add some white creamy florals throughout, and I may attach a bow, and we're going to place this on my fireplace mantle on the mirror there once we get finished. So I'm going to show you how to take a simple basic green wreath and turn it into something extraordinary. Now, these are some of the florals that I'm going to be using. We've got some white baby breaths. We've got some off-white larkspur in here with the little tiny yellow buds. And we're going to try to place them throughout. I might not use all of them, but I just want to add a few accents throughout. And I've also found this leftover branch here, and I'm just going to add it in. You might be wondering why green on green, because that's just giving it another textural element to this wreath. And we're going to go ahead and insert everything in now. So I have this wreath on a wreath stand, and I'm just taking a look at this whole circumference of this wreath to kind of indicate where I want to put things. So I'm just going to play with this. I'm not even going to make this permanent, you guys, because I will want to take this out later and probably add something else to it. But if you were going to make this permanent, of course, you would use hot glue. And so I'm just going to start at the top here, and I'm just going to follow that pattern and work my way around with the greenery that's already here. I'm just going to use this ribbon here. If I have enough, I'm going to make a lot of loops on it and make it fluffy because it's nice, neutral, and it doesn't have a lot of color. So I'm trying to keep this wreath kind of neutralized. So this is the bow that we've made here, and now I'm going to attach it. Okay, this is the area that we're going to be decorating in my living room today. And this is where I'm going to install the wreath that we just made together. So we've installed the wreath and it's in place here. Look how it looks. It really fills up that mirror. And so now we're just going to add some decor on the fireplace mantle. Okay, off camera, I did a little bit to the tails right here. I kind of gave them a little wave pattern, and I readjusted the wreath. And so now we're going to add in some greenery on this side and this side to kind of flank everything together. So we're going to add these topiaries here. I'm just going to place one on each side. Nothing says spring and summer like some nice greenery. So let's put one on the other side as well. And we're going to keep this fireplace mantle very simple this year. So now I have my topiaries in place, and we're going to keep this mantle pretty simple this year. I usually go all out and put a lot of greenery across the fireplace mantle, but this time we're going to keep it simple, and I think I'm going to add one little bunny on this fireplace mantle. And this is the bunny that we're going to be using, and he says, "Happy Easter to everyone." Now, I'm very symmetrical, so this is going to be very new for me to not to have another bunny right here on this side. But we're going to work with it. We're going to make it work. I think what I'm going to do is add a bow to his neck, so let me find some ribbon to do that. I think I'm going to add some of this garland across the base of my mantle because it's looking kind of plain on the edges there, so let's add this. So now we've added the garland. I just use one simple strand, if you can barely see that. And then I'm just going to add this little pick of greenery, and I'm just going to kind of place it at an angle here because I kind of want his feet to show a little bit. But I'm just going to put just a little thick patch right there, and hopefully this won't fall off, because I want this to hang kind of like that. But it's probably going to give me some trouble. But I kind of want it to kind of hang kind of like that, I guess. But it's not going to stay, I don't think. It's got a mind of its own. But this is what we did off camera. I went ahead and just added this green and white polka dotted ribbon on his neck. Remove that greenery pick. I want his body to kind of show, so I did remove that. Okay, you guys, I'm being very indecisive today, and so I went ahead and took down the green garland. I did not like it. I don't know whether I didn't like the textural element of it, but we're going to leave it like this for the sake of this video. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and decorate these club chairs here. I'm going to put my table back in the center here, and yeah, so let me get those pillows and we're going to put those into place. So we're going to use these pillows this season. These are actually pillow covers, and I purchased them from Amazon, but I never used them. So we're going to use them this year. Those right into place just like that, and I love it. So we're gonna go ahead and do the other one as well, and I'm gonna put that table back into place. And we're just keeping it very simple here, just one pillow. So now we're just gonna add this gold charger back into place. So for my centerpiece on this table, I decided just to use a plain wicker basket. And I'm just going to put a bunch of florals in here and make it look all wow and so forth and so on. So let me go ahead and start adding those now. I'm going to add these on the sides. These are going to be my thrillers because they're the one full of drama. And I'm going to have them as the flyaways. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick one on that side. Okay. Pop it right in. I probably need to get some garland. Hold on. I'm going to use that garland that I didn't even use. And I'm going to let that be my base. So I'm going to take this garland here, and I'm just going to put it in there. Just wrap it in there. Oh, this is going to be a nice base for this floral arrangement. And that's going to fill it up. Now this basket, it's been through something here. It's kind of lost its shape, but it'll work. We're going to make it work. So we're going to go ahead and put my thrillers in here. They're going to kind of be the dramatic portion of this arrangement, because this is arrangement going in a basket. Okay, so only have 3 of these. I purchased these years ago from New River Pottery, and I think they're just called wildflowers. And I love that. Look how wild they look and natural. See that? Add all of these in the center. I do know these are dogwoods. So these right here are dogwoods that I'm showing you now. And then I've got some of these, which I can't think of the name of them, and they came from Hobby Lobby. So I'm just gonna fill the center in with these and put those in. And that's how we're creating this arrangement. And I like that all the florals are different. That's what's gonna make it look more realistic, because sometimes I like to do floral arrangements that are monochromatic, meaning that they're all the same color and they're all the same floral. And then I like to do some like this. There are a variety and a mixture of florals that I've collected. So I just add those in, just laying them in like that, and putting them in where they can get in there. But what I'm working on now is filling in this center here. Okay? And so that's how that's going to look. And then what I'm going to do, I'm wasting nothing on this arrangement. I'm going to come back with this pick that I was going to use on my mantle, and I'm going to stick that right in the center, because there is a hole right in here, and I'm going to stick that in that hole there. Perfect. That's going to fill that up. And that's my little wild arrangement there. So now I'm just going to take you around to see all that we've done in this side of my living room today. Make sure you come back for my spring home tour to see how the entire living room turned out. I came up with a bright idea. I decided to add this whimsical banner across the base of the fireplace mantle. I just felt that it needed just a little touch of something extra.